Why should I work when I'm owed reparations anyway?
Hey guys, we're back with another bonus video here. Brad here with fellow normal gay and TikTok content creator Clarkson Lawson. We are going to react to a beautiful and truly moving song from a self-described fat trans communist TikTok influencer. Make sure you turn your volume down and we'll take a listen.
Why should I work when capitalism exploits me anyway? Why should I work when my ancestors were people's slaves? Why should I work when people can't even pay me a living wage? Why should I work when my quality of life when I was working and now hasn't changed? Why should I work when I'm owed reparations anyway? Why should I work when my value is not in my labor? No way. Why should I work when I can honor my body's limits today?
She's not
I'm crashing out.
She's not honoring her body's limits when she's in a caloric surplus. Sorry. Also,
Diva down.
I didn't know whether to make that joke or a Little Mermaid joke, so I went with the other one.
The nose ring. Every time. They always got that bull-looking ass.
What, is she on? Has she like talked? Is she on like government assistance or something?
Yes.
Okay.
I have no idea, but yes.
I love that my taxes are going to that.
I know she's like, my quality of life hasn't gone down since I stopped working. It's like, tell us more. How?
I'm confused because if I stopped working, I sure as hell my quality of life would drop. I'd get evicted. So like, what?
Wow.
How do people not work? I don't get it.
Well, her whole thing is she uses her TikTok platform to crowdfund mutual aid. So it's just like, send me money, people, in every single video.
Wait, like for Palestine?
No, for herself.
Do you remember there was another girl? What was her name? Aslyn Bird.
Yes.
When I had that drama with her, and she was like, "Leave, tell Clarkson to leave me alone." And I offered her money. I wonder how she's doing. I don't know. I hope she's.
I think she's off TikTok. Either that or I'm blocked.
Last I checked, she was in a Motel Inn, which I tried to help her, but
some people don't want to be helped.
Yeah, it's okay.
I love this idea that like minimum wage doesn't define my value, and it's like, I think you've just probably found that people aren't even willing to pay you minimum wage.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like, it doesn't define your value as a human being with a soul, but it does when it comes to the marketplace of work. Like, if all you can do is, like, what if you have no skills, then of course, conveniently, it doesn't define your value.
Well, she's very explicit about the fact that she doesn't have to have skills. She doesn't have to work. Everyone else will just have to take care of her. So this person's profile says, land back, trans emoji, disability emoji, mask emoji. And to the caption to the video that you just watched was, get a job, how about no? So that my body can break down from exploitation. So that employers, coworkers, and customers can be racist, transphobic, homophobic, ableist, and fatphobic towards me. So that I can still not be able to pay my bills and have no time for self-care. I'm good doing what I'm doing now. You don't have to help me crowdfund if you don't want to or care to, but those who understand that I am owed reparations will.
This is dead ass.
100%. This is not parody. This is not satire.
This girl, it doesn't want to work because of reparations. Oh my God. I'm feeling a little bit guilty. I'm like, you know, maybe she's just mentally struggling and she's just mentally ill. But no. Well, yes, but I don't care anymore.
I mean, there's a limit to my sympathy when you just want to live into infinity and consume a lot on my dime.
All right.
So she did post a follow-up video because she got a lot of backlash on the first one.
I'm surprised she got backlash. On what? Everything she said was totally normal.
It was straight facts. She wrote, "Your disagreement is simply eugenics." Am I a freeloader, or do I understand that in any society, there will be people that must depend on those who have the ability to work and perform labor for their survival? And we have the second video that accompanied. Let's take a look at that.
Even under systems like socialism and communism, there will be people that cannot work. There will be people that cannot labor. So if you're getting upset with me for saying things like, I don't want to work, or I can't work, or I can't labor, that is a problem. Children, for example, especially small children, infants, cannot work, cannot labor. Elderly people cannot work and cannot labor. Certain disabled peoples cannot work and cannot labor. That is a fact. That is not debatable. So you getting upset with me and saying, well, all systems, no matter if it's capitalism or communism or socialism, is going to require workers and laborers. Yeah. But it's not going to be everybody.
So she acknowledges, like, yeah, people have to work, just not me.
What is it that's stopping her from labor? Like, does she think that she's going to work in like bread factories of 19?
Well, my thing is, she posts on TikTok like 5 times a day. So clearly she has some video digital skills that you could put to work.
She's got fairly good pitch too. So honestly, like she could sing in the church choir. I mean, she probably wouldn't want to go to a church, but she could do something. I mean, I don't know. She probably drives. She can drive a school bus. Well, no, we shouldn't do that.
I don't want her driving my kid's school bus.
I'm trying to give her some advice, but the thing is like, oh God.
Low key. I don't like that first off, she told us in the first video that she's worked before. So she is capable of working. She just doesn't want to. Like, I don't deny that there are a small percentage of people who aren't capable of working. And that's why we have a social safety net for people who are actually disabled and incapable of working. But when people just don't want to do stuff, but just still expect things, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's also like self-diagnosing with all of these different mental health issues. I think that's what it stems from, is that we need to be a little bit more strict in what makes you incapable of working and what doesn't. Like, I'm sorry, I have anxiety every day. Like, that doesn't mean I can't work. But if I wanted to, I could go and tell my doctor that I can't work and somehow get disability, I'm sure. And I think that's what it is, but it's unfortunate for them.
I just don't have that much time for it because, you know, I just moved to Miami. Before that, we lived in Michigan. You go into any Meijer and you will see people working as greeters who have debilitating disabilities. They're in a chair, right? And they have jobs and show up to work and clock in. And I have nothing but respect for those people. But you're telling me if they can do that, sister here can't.
I mean, the Down syndrome guy at Publix greets me every time, but he's facing the opposite direction. Doesn't even
bless his heart.
He's still doing it, and I'm good morning, good to see ya. I mean,
I love that.
Yeah,
yeah. So I will not be donating to her mutual aid fund anytime soon.
You know what? Maybe I'll send her like a few bucks to write me a song, but that I don't know if she can do that labor. So I guess.
Well, I'm sure that you could always just send her your reparations.
Yeah.
I think I need reparations after watching her videos.
All of these videos, yeah, they're pretty bad.
Okay, guys, let us know if you feel bad for this lovely individual and if you will be donating to her mutual aid fund. Let us know in the comments. Hit that like button, yada, yada, yada.